Yeah, top of the morning to you. Have some Golgers in your cup. Hello, everybody. Ken, gentleman prospector. Top of the morning to you. Well, the bird's on vacation, and we've been running, prospecting, fishing, and having fun, and we still got a lot to go. But we came home, got home yesterday afternoon late, getting laundry all caught up, taking some stuff out of the car, putting stuff in the car. We're headed to Indiana in the morning. Going to meet up with Prospector Jason E. Miner and Cindy, going to Cottonwood Gold Camp. I have got some material out of a crevice that I ran. Hey, J and B's and honey. Top of the morning to you. This has got the most black sand out of any material I've ever ran anywhere. And it came right out of Missouri, out of No Telling Creek. And it's a place that my pal, Joe Weiss, found. And he's been telling me about it and telling me about it and telling me about it. And we finally made it down there. We spent 4 days down there. And this amount of material took me 6 hours. This is just me working alone. I worked in one spot, Mama Bird worked in a spot right by me, and Joe worked in another spot right by me. And we spent 6 hours crevicing that day. And they both cleaned some of their crevicing material up, and they had good gold in it. I haven't cleaned none of mine up yet, so I don't know what's in it. But we're going to find out. Stephen Stark, top of the morning to you. Cindy Blignott, glad to see you in here. I hope everybody's doing well today. I've got the camera set. We're under a canopy. It's hot here in Missouri. We're under a canopy, and I got the camera set just a little different than I did before. I even have a fan out here blowing. So hopefully the phone won't overheat. Hopefully. But we're going to run some material. I've got the 6-inch Trex Loose set up. It's got the combo Dream mat in it. I've got an indicator mat at the top. And we've got the 6-inch Smooth Water header box by Flower Gold Wizard. We have already added some surfactant to the water. And we're going to run this stuff. But before we do, I wanted to show you. This here is a neodymium magnet that I just threw on a nut driver. I've had this probably 8 years set up this way, and took it in an old pill bottle. I want to show you the amount of magnetics in this material. Is that crazy or what? Look at this. The whole bucket is magnetic black sand. The whole thing. And it's so heavy. Look at this. Have a look inside this one time. Is that crazy or what? And it looks like I may need to zoom that camera in just a little bit. Coffee time for sure, that's right. I prefer Golgers in my cup. There's Mama Bird. Hi, Mama Bird. She stuck her head out long enough to poke it back in. Yeah, wow, Stephen Stark said. That's right. So let's get started, because this is going to take a while. I do have it on a speed controller. And this material has never been run before. It is straight out of the creek. I put it in my pan, and I panned each one of them down until there wasn't nothing but heavies left, and dumped it in a bucket. So we're going to find out if there might be anything in this old black sand. Scoop number one. Well, nothing in there. Guess we'll go home. I don't see anything in the indicator mat. I'm going to turn that down just a hair. The Blind Prospector. Top of the morning to you, my friend. We're running some material that we took out of the creek in the mountain range, and this is some serious mountain range in southeast Missouri. We stayed at a campsite. The campsite was called Prospector Campsite. It was pretty awesome. This is the absolute most black sand I've ever seen anywhere out of all our travels. Anywhere you put it in there, this is a neodymium magnet, it is just loaded with black sand. You could walk. As we was walking through there, Mama Bird was walking in front of me, and every time she'd take a step in the gravels and sands, black sand would just run. It's crazy. Crazy. Hope everyone's doing great. Got 11 amazing people in there already. We just started up. Feeding the sluice. There was material down there. I've been in Missouri my whole life, and there was material down there that I have never seen before. It was nuts. So much rhyolite and granite and just crazy. I even found pink granite. Pink granite. Mama Bird found some amazing rocks. Hobo Rob Prospecting. Top of the morning to you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. We're midway through Mama Bird's vacation and our prospecting excursions. We plan on getting up early in the morning and heading to Indiana. We're going to Cottonwood up in Indiana. Going to see Jim. Going to meet Jason E. Prospector and Cindy up there. And it's going to be a good time. Buddy Biggs says he's popping in. Got stuff to do. Hashtag immune. Buddy, I found, or I didn't find it, Joe Weiss found it, but the absolutely most black sand I've ever seen in my life right here in Missouri. This whole bucket is full of solid black sand. Mama Bird and Joe, this is out of a crevice. They cleaned up some of their material they got out of a crevice down while we was at the campsite. And they both got good gold out of it. And we was working almost in a line on the same bedrock where we was crevicing at. And this is big rhyolite bedrock that come up. And we did some exploring, and it was the only bedrock I seen protruding up through the creek. Now, we didn't get into the river. We haven't even been to the river yet. So we got another trip planned there, and we're going to be doing a lot more investigating. It's a beautiful place. It's magical. But we found some good gold. So far, it's all been small flower gold, and nobody's got to see anything but maybe a picture of one of a 3-scoop cleanup. I got it all on video, I think. I hope it's on video. It was so hot, and we was having camera issues, and we was doing a little celebration too at the same time because we was finding good gold. So Joe's daughter made up some apple pie moonshine, and I'm gonna tell you what, that stuff did not only taste so good, it would kick your butt. So far, there's nothing in that indicator map. And if you're wondering why I'm running this so slow, it's because it is solid black sand. I mean solid black sand. There's a few bigger pieces of cobbles in there. But it's such a crazy amount. I've never seen anything like it. And so far, I haven't seen anything on the indicator map. Jim, bonjour to you. Top of the morning to you. I don't speak French, but I do know what bonjour means. So howdy and welcome in. Old man with a gold pan, just stopping by to say hi. Back to the grind so I can pay much taxes and hopefully enough to left over to do some prospecting. Old man with a gold pen, you come by anytime, pal. Anytime, my friend. And I have seen you in my lives before, so you know what? You need a wrench. Boom. And that way you can connect with all these other great prospectors and all these other amazing channels that we have in here. Watching that black sand dance and that green mat. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're saying there, D-Jim, but I will tell you that I got some moderators in here that if you're saying something bad, they'll know it, and they'll send you to the train station. I just got a fleck of gold in there. Woo-wee! That's the first fleck of the day. I'm gonna grab that camera and show this to you guys. I got gold, Mama Bird. So let me grab this one time. See if I don't run this up that green mat there. Let me zoom this in. Boom, looky there. See it dancing in there? That's a nice fleck of gold. So far, that's the only one, but you know what? One is better than none. So we're gonna set that camera back up here. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit so you guys can see maybe a little better. I might have to zoom that back out. Daddy Longshakes. He says, what's the train station? That means they send you packing. If you get in here acting silly, the moderators will send people packing. We like to keep it clean. We like to have fun, but we like to keep it clean too. Hobo Rob says, I'm the train station. Yes, you are, Rob. That's a fact. Dean Littlehell, welcome in, pal. Hey, Roger, the Double Detecting. Good to see you. Top of the morning to you, my friend. Well, I know I have gold because I just seen a piece, and I believe that black sand said buy gold and took it with it. But it's in this green mat down here. I'm not worried about it, and I'm catching all my tailings, of course. This material was, I ran it through a 1/2-inch classifier. We didn't find any pickers, any nuggets, nothing like that, but we did find each one that cleaned out while we were down there, we found a weighable amount of nice gold in there. You guys are going to get to see that on the premiere if the camera was working and I ever get it edited out. We're leaving again in the morning. We're getting up in the morning. The dogs are going to the doggy motel, and we're headed to Indiana. Hey, there's Mama Bird's in chat. Hey, looky there. See, I warned you. Somebody just went to the train station. My pal Buddy Big said, not today. Not today. Mama Bird just made me spit coffee out of my tutu. That's funny, Rob. Hey, Leroy Jenkins. Howdy. Welcome in. Top of the morning to you. Well, buddy, that's why you have the power. I trust your judgment. You've been doing this a lot longer than I have. Man, them black sands are just piling up in there. We're not going to be able to run this 1/2 bucket of black sands. We're going to have to, maybe run 10 scoops, then do a cleanup. Run 10 more, then do a cleanup. Because although I can see them cells And that dream mat working, they're spinning good. Jack Prepper. That's right, Jack. It is hard to believe. I've seen Jack in here before. Actually, I've seen Jack in here a couple times. So I'm gonna trust that Jack is a good guy, and I'm gonna let him connect to some of these other channels. We do have managing moderators in here that can also get rid of standard moderators. Pavel Salus, welcome in. We got 90 amazing people in here watching. Appreciate that. Please remember to smack that thumbs up. I'm going to keep my eye on these cells in this dream mat. If I see them start clogging and loading up, it's time for a clean out. Piece of that granite. There's so much black sand. Well, it's solid black sand. You didn't see, let me stick that neodymium magnet in there. Look at this. The whole bucket is solid black sand. Panning this out by itself is one of them things that you don't want to hand a pan to a beginner of this stuff. And Daddy Longlegs, hey, good morning, Joy. Actually, Jenny, Daddy Longlegs, if you're in here for a little while and I see that you're a good guy, you're going to get that wrench as well. We like to moderate everybody so that we can connect and share the love. And everybody can see one another's channels, check out their content. West County Mudlarks, howdy. Having some Golders in my cup. Running some material that we dug. We spent the last 4 days down in southeast Missouri in the mountain ranges. And usually you guys have seen us in the foothills of the St. Francis mountain range. Well, we left the foothills and we went Saturday and we went to the mountains. And it is beautiful up there. It was gorgeous. That particular place, it's the first time we ever prospected there, and I've never seen bedrock. Well, I've seen bedrock close to that in Maine, and it's amazing the way that it comes out of there. Oh my goodness. This bucket came out of, I did some crevicing for 6 hours. Me, Mama Bird, and Joe, my pal Joe Weiss, did just one day, full day with crevice. And that was after catfishing all night. We caught some nice flatheads. We had catfish breakfast, and we had catfish for dinner. Big flathead. Mama Bird caught a big old flathead. Big old. Clarito, we're going prospectors, and we're finding gold. I see gold in my indicator mat. I see golds in my dream mat, and we're going to clean this up. I'm not going to run much more of this. This is heavy black sand, and as soon as I feel like it's starting to clog up them black sands, I'm going to do a clean out, and then we'll show you guys some gold. And at the end of this, once I get this whole bucket run and cleaned up, we're going to weigh it up. We're going to weigh it up live on camera and let you guys see some wild Missouri gold from the St. Francis mountain range. Daddy Longshank said that he got 2 ounces dredging on Clear Creek out of bedrock in California. That's freaking amazing. Hey, bless mama, welcome in. 102 amazing folks in here. I sure appreciate that. Yeah, 2 ounces is a lot of gold. You know, a friend of ours, him and his buddy, Grease Monkey Prospecting, a lot of you guys know him out there. Last year, they went to an area that wasn't really far from where we was been at for the last 4 days. And they dug and used a high banker, and they pulled just over an ounce out of there. 2 guys in one day. Where we was at, you're not allowed to use any equipment. It's pan and scoop only. It specifies garden trowel and scoop only. So that's the way we did it. And them cobbles down there, I mean, the big round cobbles are just so deep. About 10 inches down in this one spot, the first day that we prospected there, we hit a gray clay layer. And I don't know how thick this clay layer is, because I made it down maybe 2 feet, 2.5 feet, and I was still in the clay layer. But to dig the cobbles out of that clay, busted my hands all up, they're all skin up. It's a lot of work. But it's a lot of fun. Well, Daddy Longshanks, I'm gonna tell you, it had to be some skill involved to get that amount out of there. And Rob does a lot of dredging too, and he does some pretty good gold. So, you know, he knows what it's like, Hobo Rob. Jack Prepper says all around him is mighty clean. Hey, top of the morning to you, Lisa. I'm having some Golders in your cup. Last night, I was going to put some shorts out. I was going to do some editing. I was going to do this and that. And my classifier mat is absolutely loaded, guys. Mama Bird, she's over here watching, helping moderate. You need to see this classifier mat. You need to bring your pretty face over here and look at this classifier mat. And this is, it's all about, I mean, there's tiny micros and some nice little flakes in there.
Oh, holy
That, coming out of that crevice down there, I got to show you guys this.
Crevice for the win.
Crevice for the win. Whenever I see Daddy Longshanks in there, I need to get him moderated up. He's been in there over 15 minutes. And he's a gold prospector, Mama Bird.
I read that.
Let me show you guys this indicator map and see if it indicates that we might be on the gold. We might just be on the gold.
Did you tell him how
What do you think about that, guys? Do you think we're on the gold down there in that bedrock? Let me zoom that in one time.
Oh, Joe's gonna be excited.
I texted Joe before I went live and told him so he'd be. And look, these are all micros that are holding up here at the very top, that line. But now that's 2 or 3 pieces. That's not one flake. I mean, we haven't found any big giant gold there yet. But you know what? If we get down deep enough, I bet it's there. What do you think, Mama Bird?
Oh, yeah.
But we're not down there yet. And it's going to take another trip, maybe 2, maybe 10 to find it. But I'm willing to put the time in. It is hard, 4.5 hours from our house to this location. And it's worth every mile of it. Buddy says it's not gold, it's full of graphite, it's radioactive. We need to send it to him so he can dispose of it.
What a friend.
Right, Buddy's a friend, you know. Buddy, it's coming, it's on its way. You know that, man. I'm gonna get it right to you. Bouncing Slab in Real Nature says, howdy. Well, hello, top of the morning to you. Telling piles everywhere, says Jack, from the hydraulic mining up there. I hope you go up there with your wobble pop and just give it a little whoop, 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 whoop. We love to swing the gold bug and the gold master around them telling piles. You never know what you're going to find, because a lot of them old timers didn't have the equipment that we got, and they miss some gold once in a while. Howdy, Bouncer Slab. Yeah, this heat is crazy. It was 102 Saturday. I don't know how hot it was Sunday, but it was way hotter than that, because we Sunday we got to a point to where in the mountain range, that's when we found the deposits of gold, that there was absolutely no cell service, and we was without cell service until Tuesday. Period. That we didn't have any cell service. There's a big old chunk of granite rolled down out of that material. I'm gonna do one more scoop, and then I'm gonna do a cleanup, Mama Bird, because I think this mat is starting to get loaded. And you know what? It's gonna be hard to pan this stuff out. It's all on claim, says Jack. Yeah, that makes it tough. And you know, if they've got a claim down there, most of the time unless if it's an active mine, sometimes I found they'll let you in there to check out telling piles and stuff. But most of the time, the answer is no. We're boating, they say. Not allowed. Mama Bird did find an epic attic in the clay layer. It was amazing. Welcome in, Sandra Keith. We still got 101 amazing people. And we're making gold. We're cleaning up some gold. Holy schwow. You guys got to see this before I clean this up. I got to show this to you one more time. Because when I shut that water off, out from underneath where that indicator mat is, a couple little more flakes popped up. That one looks like it might be a feeler. It might be a feeler. Heavy on the mic. Let me zoom in here. You see where them pieces popped out down there under that indicator mat? That looks like it could be a feeler right there. But look at all that beautiful Missouri flyer gold right there. So we're going to do a cleanup. We'll probably have to do 3 or 4 of these before this is over to get all the material down in there. Let me turn this down so you guys can see me clean this mat up one time. I think you can see that. These are our tailings. And it's nowhere near full, the tailings isn't. But we're still going to transfer it to another bucket. Because I'm going to take this bucket, it's got the good handle with it, with me to Indiana. I talked to Brian at Indiana Creek Gold this morning, and him and his wife, it's so hot up there too that they decided that they're getting ready to head to a fancy motel with a hot tub and visit some nice fancy restaurants, and they're going, because his wife's on vacation, and they're going to enjoy some time. And that sounds like a lot of fun. Our fancy motel this weekend consisted of a tent and an air mattress and the sun. It was hot. Wasn't it hot, Mama Bird?
So hot.
There's that mat. I can see gold in the mat. I can see good flakes of gold in the mat. Holy wow. All right, here we go, guys. Let's clean this up. I'm going to clean this into this pan, and then we're going to pan this out, set the sluice back up, and we're going to keep going. But there is so much gold in this mat. So much. And when you see this after the hard day that we had down there, well, the hard 4 days we had down there, but this material came from one day. Let me pull this indicator mat. It is absolutely loaded with small gold, this indicator is. When you see that insert mat, it makes it all worth it. I don't know that I've ever seen Joe smile as big as he smiled when he did his clean. And he only did, what, 3-4 scoops of material? And he had close to a quarter gram out of 3 or 4 scoops of material. And he smiled at, I tell you what, that made everything worthwhile. We're just going to turn this on and let it run that material down there for us. Anything that might be trapped underneath this bar here. Good enough. Good enough. We'll put this back together. It'll be ready for our next 10, 20 scoops. We got that down quite a ways actually. But I'm going to say it's going to take at least 4 times cleaning up to get this bucket through. Maybe 5. So we don't want to miss no gold. As much black sand is in here, it's easy to miss it. I'm still going to save all my tailings, and I'm going to run down the Flyer Gold Wizard Micro Mini Cleanup Blues, because that jewel will catch the fine gold. The other stuff blows out. Take this around here. I'm going to walk this way if I can get around it, this battery. And I'll do the cleanup with you guys. And we're going to turn it right here so we can pan it out. Alright, there we go. We got that turned there. We already got our surfactant added in it. Pull that pan up out of here. That's why we like that dream mat. Dream mat. Less cons, more gold. Stratify that down. This is 100% recirculating, self-contained, so I'm not worried about losing gold, because I'm going to run all this stuff over and over. We're going to get her down there, clean it up, snuff her up, and keep going. Keep going for this 200 people in here. That's amazing. Rando, I hope there's some gold nuggets in here, Pat. I really do. Hey, you've been thunderstruck. Dina Littlehell, Dorothy Richardson, how you doing?
Alan Curry asked you a question.
I did not see it. If you want, Mama Bird, you can come over here and help me keep an eye on chat, because I'm concentrating. This is the first Missouri cleanup of the year of our prospecting trip, and I want to see. I'm very, very, very concentrated, curious about this. And this is a brand new place we call No Tellin' Creek. Of course, we call them all No Tellin' Creek. But Mama Bird and Joe did a big cleanup down there, and they both had amazing gold in their crevice. That's good enough. That's good enough. I seen gold try to jump my riffle there. So let me zoom that camera in here. See if that's enough. I think I zoomed it in. I did. I just need to turn it a little bit. Good deal. Good deal. So we're gonna first reveal coming up. Let's pan this back. See all that black sand? Solid black sand down there in this one creek. creek down there with nothing but black sands. Look at that chunky piece of gold right there. We're going to stop, rinse them lighter materials off that we panned back. We're going to keep going. Now, this is solid black sands, but they're not real horrible at panning. I've had some, in other places that panned a lot harder, but these seem to roll off really good. Got to slow my roll there a little bit. I'm seeing some gold pull down. I'm seeing some beautiful, beautiful Missouri gold pulling down. Look at this, guys. Can you guys see all that flower gold in there? Welcome in, Rosebud. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I'm having a wonderful day. I'm having trouble. I got the camera sitting in the shade because it's hot. And I'm having trouble reaching over that table to pan this. That's okay. I don't know what kind of rock that is, but that's something Mama Bird, it looks polished almost. That's something Mama Bird's going to want to see. I believe that is a fractured piece of garnet. I'm not sure, but it's a big one. I found some big garnets in that crevice. That gold is piling up in there. Hey, Rock Butcher. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not looking at chat. I can see chat fine. I'm just not looking at it because I'm trying to concentrate on panning here. And I'm having to lean over the table.
Kenneth Barrett said, "We'll be better with some gold." Hello, same to you.
And I'm going to say this first pan is going to be loaded with flower gold. Because
Different trying to pan that on the river.
See that flower gold starting to show up in there? You need to look at this agate or whatever this is, but it's beautiful. It's kind of a red. It looks polished.
Hey, Boo. Boot to look you.
I don't think they can hear you, Mama Bird, from where you're at. I know you're talking to them. We'll catch up with Chad here. Oh, Boot, howdy. 140 amazing people still in here. Please remember to hit that like button. We're going to keep pulling this back. I wish that we could get equipment in there where this is, but that's one of the reasons why the gold's in there too, is because it's so hard to get to. It's just a garden scoop.
Lisa said GP's got his panning face on.
I do. I got my panning face on, Lisa. You got that right. I'm getting serious. I'm getting serious about this. Well, the micros in here are just, there's so many, and that black sand that's bigger than them micros are winning on some of this. Crazy amount of sand. Panning takes the longest time on this, and if I run it down to this part and then ran it through the Flower Gold Wizard Micro Mini Cleanup Sluice, I know it would be so much here, but I didn't want to set it up today, and now I wish I would have. I got a shadow coming in. It's that time of day here where the sun's creating a shadow and it's hard to see in my pan. Hopefully you guys can see all that fire gold.
There's hearts of gold.
Hearts of gold prospecting. Hearts of gold. I found a place that has more black sand than Maine. The entire creek is full of black sand. And we don't know what kind it is, but it is magnetic. We're assuming it's magnetite. I found some chunks of cobbles as big as a large walnut that is magnetic. I'm quite sure that I'm letting some of this pass by me, the angle I'm trying to pan this at. But I'm scared to let that camera get into the sunlight because I'm afraid it'll shut as soon as it does, and my phone just shut down. Heat warning, boop, and they go off.
Holy cow, Hearts of Gold said they shut down their hotel in Creek because of hawk attacks.
Because of what?
Hawk attacks. Hawk.
Like the Avengers? Hawk? The guy with the bows, he's out there shooting at people? Or they're talking about the winged bird, the hawk? I got to show you this, guys. This gold is coming through the sand at force. Look at this.
Good morning, Omar Lopez.
Welcome in, Omar. We're finding gold.
He said he wished he found some gold.
This all came out of crevicing. I did 6 hours of crevicing down there, and that's where this came from.
Tell them how heavy your 1 gallon bucket was?
Oh,
crazy.
It was crazy.
Hearts of Gold said, GP, I got my DDD sluice running. Yay for me.
Good job. Good job. That Dirt Devil detection sluice is good sluice. Is that the one you was setting the speed controller up on, Karen?
We don't talk about politics, Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph, I'm sorry, pal, but we keep our opinions to ourselves when it comes to stuff like that. We feel that opinions are like armpits. They all stink, we all have them, and we should keep them covered up and to ourselves. That is a beautiful amount of gold already in there. It's all small, but you know what? All gold matters, and all gold must be liberated. I have got my serious GP space on because there is some tiny micros in this stuff. When Mama Bird and Joe and me did that 3-scoop cleanup down there, it was getting dark, and we was having a little apple pie moonshine, a couple cold Michelobes, and it was hard to see. I didn't do any of my cleanup out of my crevicing. I did a 3-scoop cleanup from the clay deposit that I was digging down in, and I found some decent gold in that. But I think that the crevicing, when we go back, it looks like the crevice is what's going to get my attention, because this, I'm seeing some bigger flakes. There's still nothing giant in here, but I'm seeing bigger flakes and more of them. You know, Randall, it was the first time I ever had that. My pal Joe Weiss, his daughter made that. It was apple pie moonshine, and I'm not kidding you. It tasted just like apple pie.
Way better than store-bought.
Yeah, I've never, I've had store-bought flavored moonshine, and you're like, nah. But this stuff, you could taste no alcohol whatsoever, and the first swallow, the very first swallow of it, you could feel. You could feel the alcohol, but you couldn't taste it.
Danger, danger.
Yeah, it's like, uh-oh, we about to get in trouble. Well, we were planning on going back flathead fishing that night, and it turned out that we didn't make it back in.
Welcome, Logan Silva. Says that's a good find right there.
Well, thank you, Logan. You know what? I don't know how well you guys can see the camera. I'm going to show it to you this again. I've got most of this stuff down, and there is a smile so beautiful on there. That is just almost a picker if it's not, Mama Bird.
Nice.
Joe is going to be so excited.
Janae said that the ticks are so bad they were literally falling out of the trees, and
They were airborne.
Magnet.
Look at this, guys. Look at this so far. All that shiny. A couple of them in there. It's decent size too. And we was crevicing. I found a nice bedrock area that ran all the way across the creek, and it was solid. There was no brown sands in it at all. I videoed the whole thing, I think, of the first few scoops I took out of there, showing how much black sand.
A Hill, welcome in. They said hello from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm part of GPA, where we go pan in Belleville, Ohio.
We go pan in Belleville, Ohio too. Woo-wee.
He said ticks are bad. Don't remember ever seeing any by Lake Erie.
That is definitely a picker. And there's definitely so many micros in here. I'm freaking out. I wish we had stayed, Mama Bird. I can't see us getting this kind of gold in Indiana. I hope we do. We're going to have fun.
The A Hill said the Swank Claim and the Gatton Rocks. Yep, we've been there.
Yep. We just
Morning, Rivendell.
we just went to the Swank Claim about 3.5 weeks ago. We were there. And we went to Butler, Ohio, and did some prospecting. We found some micros, but that was about it in Butler. Last year at the Swank Claim, I found a tiny little pickup.
You got 73 folks watching and 73 thumbs up. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Look at what we got so far, guys. Can you guys see that? This is going to be an epic cleanup, Mama Bird. From around them rocks. Crevicing. We spent the day crevicing to get this. That one big old piece there, it's darker than the rest of it. I'm not sure that's gold.
It's pure Alaska.
I'm not sure it's not either.
Pure Alaska said, man, that's a pretty color.
Isn't it? Got this out of a crevice. I spent 6 hours crevicing, and this isn't all of it. That's not a picker, but it's definitely a feeler. I can feel it.
Joe is gonna flip.
He's gonna freak out. I'm freaking out. That's why I'm being so quiet. GP's usually talkative, and as most of you know. Everyone, this is so much black sand, it's giving me a fit. Dadgummit. I'm losing gold. Alright, get out of there, sand. We're gonna snuffer some of this up. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that one time?
Bill Snodgrass, good morning.
Our other snuffer bottles are full, and this one I'm using, I grabbed in the house. It's almost like not having a snuffer bottle at all. I should have grabbed a different one.
Do you need me to go get you one?
Maybe.
Bill Snodgrass said good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Top of the morning to you.
Hey, Hill, we're in Missouri.
And this is all 100% Missouri wild gold. And it's, as you can see, where we were at, it's all small micros, but there is a lot of it. This is definitely more than enough to quarter of a bucket over there. Mama, we got 3 more buckets of it on the porch that we brung home with us.
Well, thank you, Rando. He says this is a pleasant and peaceful channel.
Well, Rando, appreciate that. Rando's about to earn himself a wrench, isn't he, Mama Bug?
J&T Gold Hunters, good morning.
So I'm gonna suck this up if that snuffer bottle will allow me to. It's not a very good snuffer bottle. Our good ones, we got them filled up, and I didn't want to empty them out because they got some good gold in there. And I record it all when we find a local wild gold like this. I record it with where we found it, with the GPS coordinates as close as I can get to it. Got it.
J&T says hello, everyone.
Got it.
Mark John said, what are you doing in that? Washing dishes?
Washing dishes. We're gold prospecting, and we're finding gold. Let me turn this camera here, zoom back out, and we'll show them what we're doing. We'll show them one time. I'm gonna get back over and run some more of this, Mama Bird. What do you think?
J&T says you got some awesome gold in there.
I think we got some amazing gold. For me, for Missouri, for this part of the country, that's a wonderful cleanup. And I'm having some gold juice in my cup. And look at this. This is my neodymium magnet. Got it on the end of a nut driver with an old pill bottle. I've had this like this, what, 8-10 years, Mama Bird? And look at that black sand. It's solid black sand, this material is.
Pure Alaska says, how do you like those mats?
Love it. I love the dream mat, and this combo mat, I really like it anytime I'm doing some heavy black sands. I love to use the combo mat.
Good morning, Jack and Danae.
I've got the 6-inch dream mat Trek sluice with the combo mat set up in it, with a 6-inch Flyer Gold Wizard smooth water header box, and I've put a V-rib in the top as an indicator mat, which it lit up the last time, and let's hope it lights up as I go through some more in this bucket.
After bending over, I feel like I got Prospector's crevicing neck.
You got crevicing neck?
Ooh.
I mean, this is some solid black sand.
Good morning, we're on Burgundy's Pet Fish and Beth Marshall.
Good morning, Beth. Good morning, Ron. I have already got, that was two little partial, you guys seen them, partial scoop, and I've already got at least, I don't know, my indicator mask got gold in it. Let's put her that way.
Well, thank you, Ron Burgundy. They just subbed.
Awesome. Appreciate you. 100 amazing people still watching. Make sure to hit that thumbs up.
We got 85 thumbs up.
Rivendell says there's 100 folks watching. That's awesome, 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 Cox. Did you see that one? I think it's a shattered. You know what I just did?
What you did?
I started running that material and didn't put my catch pan in there.
Holy schwow, you found that?
Yeah. If you don't think GP's excited, tell me one time. That was a rookie move. I didn't have my catch pan in there. And I'm filling this up with solid black sands, and it's going to eat my pump if I don't get most of it out of there. You guys know that.
This is an epic piece.
Isn't it, though?
It's so shiny.
Now I got my catch pan in there, and hopefully it won't. I moved my pump over to the corner. Hopefully it won't get caught up in there.
That looks tumbled.
Didn't I say that? Is that a...
It looks like a... It kind of looks like a garnet.
That's what I thought. Like a fractured garnet. Did you hold it in the sun?
I did, and you can... It's beautiful.
Yeah. Rivendell's going to look through some penny rolls while we're looking for gold. That sounds like a great morning.
Ron Burgundy said, I've only ever been watching Bering Sea Gold.
Well, Ron, you're welcome in, my friend.
Morning, Nicholas Ochoa.
Nicholas Ochoa, welcome in. Top of the morning to you. That's the way to do it. Check each other's channels out, sub back and forth, share the love. You know, subbing to a channel and smashing that like button is absolutely free, and it's kindness. And it sounds like my neighbor just started up a Black Hawk helicopter. We got a chainsaw that's running 5 feet behind me. Said Jim is right. Mama Bird snored. It would be much louder if Mama Bird was snoring. it is hot out here, and he is. Hopefully, he can come back. Arts Adult says they think they need a header box now. I love the header box. Good idea, Ron. You see that? We're on the air. Baja, California, North Mexicali. Well, welcome in. Glad to have you, Nicholas. How good? Well, good morning, guys. Guys, I'm sorry about the chainsaw running in the background, but you know that's just part of it. That's just the reality of it. Real people doing real things.
Lisa said the saw works.
All right, Ron's been in there more than 15 minutes, and he sounds like a pretty good feller. So we're gonna let him have a rinse so he can connect to some of these other channels.
Nicholas says it's 114 there.
Woo-wee! That is hot. You know, it got